Hello English Workshop. This is a weekly feedback video number 3. Today I'm going to review some information about the main types of speeches. And just for review, there are 4 main purposes or ideas behind every speech: to entertain, to inform, to demonstrate, and to persuade. So with those 4 concepts, we can break that down into 9 main types of speeches, and these were the same ones covered in the reading. I'm just going to review them for you. So the first type would be entertaining speeches. The core purpose of an entertaining speech is to amuse the audience and to entertain them. Simple as that. So this can be maybe comedy or something else, but the idea is to entertain the listeners. Next, we have an informative speech. An informative speech is to simplify complex theories into simpler, easier to understand, and less ambiguous ideas. In other words, you are conveying complex information in a simpler way that anyone, even without a background in that idea or in that research field, can understand. Okay, that would be an informative speech. The third type would be a demonstrative speech. This type of speech is when you want to demonstrate how something works or how to do a certain thing. So how to tie your shoes, how to cook, how to ride a bike, etc. You are demonstrating how to perform a physical action or how something should work. You are demonstrating. Now, a fourth type of speech would be a persuasive speech. It is what it sounds like. It's a speech where you try to prove why your point of view is correct, and you try to persuade your audience to join you in believing that that point of view is correct and to embrace it. So you want to get them on your side, so to speak. Another type of speech would be a motivational speech. This is a speech where you are persuading their listeners, yes, but you're also encouraging the audience to pursue what is in their own interest, what is good for them, not necessarily what is good for you or what your point of view is. You want them to do whatever is best for them. That's a motivational speech. You are motivating your listeners. Another type of speech would be an impromptu speech. This is a speech that's given on the spot without any prior preparation or planning. So let's say it's your birthday and everyone wants you to give a speech. That would be an impromptu speech. It's something that you had to give on the spot. You weren't able to prepare. You don't have an outline. You just have to give it right then and there using your imagination. So next we have oratorical speeches. The purpose of this type of speech is to celebrate a certain event, like a graduation, or to address a serious issue and how to deal with that issue, or to mourn some type of loss and give comfort to an audience. So again, that would be an oratorical speech. We have 2 more here. One would be a debate speech. This is to justify your stance towards something and to convince the audience to share your views. So it's similar to a persuasive speech, but instead of informing them and explaining what you believe, you're just trying to justify it to them and explain why it's okay to believe what you already believe. And the final type of speech that I'm going to cover would be a forensic speech. It is called forensic because it's styled like the competitions held in public forums during ancient Greece. So, in that sense, these are the most competitive type of speeches. If you've ever heard of a high school debate team or anything like that, all of those speeches would fall under this category. Those would be forensic speeches because they're competitive. Okay? So I hope that helped a little bit in understanding the difference between the 10 or 9 main types of speeches covered in this week's reading. If you have any further questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in next week's video.